Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager. Right, race number 2 of the season. It's Milan. 24 days away, so 5 weeks away. I hate when this keeps happening. Not 5 weeks away, is it? It's 3.5 weeks away. So this should be done in a day, which is great. This is still 14 weeks away. So let's push forward. Right, nothing interesting there. Cars being repaired. Interview with Eurosport. Brakes holding the... yeah. I mean, we are doing the brakes now. Pit stops, couple of mistakes, both on the same pit stop, was not ideal whatsoever. Right, new brakes. How did I do this? Did I go all out for dodgy brakes? Oh, 2 hours away. Did I go for dodgy brakes? Or have I gone for better brakes? No, I didn't go for the iffy ones, did I? So it's a good upgrade to what's currently on there. It's also a good upgrade then for Logan Sargent as well. Both good tyre wear efficiency. So it's improved us a little bit. It's not ideal though, is it? Rear wing's also another one, but let's go for more brakes. Right, what can we get? What can we get? So we can pay this to get -1 risk level. I feel like this is a good one. Yeah, especially for Logan, that's probably quite good. And we could do that, and then we could do that, which is a 379 again. But it's got a potential 448, which is pretty good. I mean, if we did something like that, it's 473. So that is actually better, but you've got the risk level on there. Red zone -10. I think tyre efficiency is probably better. Or I could just go for that and then if I reduce that and go for that, it's 4-3. It's actually not as good than that one is. And that, I think, it's probably the best one we can get. It's 379 out of 448, which is roughly the same as what we've already got, to be honest with you. So maybe we don't. Maybe just go for a rear wing. They're both risk level ones, so we're gonna have to just go with that, which is 352. It's not bad though, is it? Let's just get that because it's gonna take 2.7 days to build and it's relatively cheap, so we might as well go with that. We got improved parts. We need to improve this performance-wise. Reliability-wise, we had loads of problems, didn't we, last race? Is that going to be... We probably are going to get better. Do we want to improve this? Or do we want to wait? We might as well do it, because it's going to be done pretty quick, isn't it? So we might as well do it. So we'll get that done. We'll get rear wing we're building now. Let's just do that for now, then. Get that done. Get this new rear wing built. There we go. Get that on the car. Again, another big improvement. Well, hopefully a big improvement. So we are going from a 328 up to a 352. So it is an improvement. It can go up to 381. It's still not amazing, is it? So we're going to have to build another one of those straight away. Plus 5 days build time, but plus 40. I think that's probably a good one to go for. It's going to take 10 days to build, but it's going to be a much better rear wing. So let's get that built. Let's get that done. Which is going to be good. Hopefully. We've got sponsorship money as well we need to deal with. It's one of our main sponsors as well. 10th or above is a bit risky. 13th or above. Let's just go for this one. 7 races, 736 grand per race. We'll take that. We'll take that all day long. That's a decent amount of money. We need as much money as possible. We saw how much loss we made in the last race. That's the performance work done on the brakes. Another rear wing completed then. Let's get this on the car. So this is a 352 as well, so it's not as good. But this has a potential to go up to a 421, where that's only a 328. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get that improved. I don't know if we can actually... Can we get a better rear wing, or are we maxed out on that now? We can. Okay. It's not good though, is it? I mean... We can do... this... plus this... plus this... 451. So we can do that, or we can do that and just save the part till the end of the season, which I think might be a good idea, you know. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea, just for the sake of... Yeah, I think we might do. So I don't want to spend too much money. So I think we're going to do that, and that'll be a part for next season. And so we will work on improving that part now. It's not going to be done until 7 days after the race, but that's now 408. Where does that put us in regard to the other cars? It's caught us up a little bit. It's not great. We're up in 10th now, and this is still 12th, but once we've done the performance upgrades, it should get a bit better. Right, factory staff idle, we've done that, rear wing done. Okay, let's push forward. We are travelling to Milan for the next race. Medium speed corners, we know that's something we need to deal with. That's why I'm building the rear wing, and we're currently working on improving the rear wing. Verstappen won the race again, also got fastest lap and got pole position, so he's already 20 points at the top of the table ahead of Ricciardo. Hamilton in 5th in this race. Wow, really low down. Vettel in 4th. Wow, Formula 1 looking a bit different this season, actually, a bit different. Right, I think we probably need to take control of our pit crew ourselves, you know, at some point, because we've not got very good ones, have we? Not got very good at all. I mean, you've got a 1 on tyre changing, and you've got a 1 as well. So you're in charge. You should be pretty damn good at that. I mean, you're actually better, because you've got 18 in pit stops. How do I turn auto manage off? Oh, let's do this. I mean, why... Some burnt out people... I mean, why are we even got such terrible people? Front jack 11, refuel 10... I don't know, this all seems too complicated for me. Right, let's just auto-manage it again. Let's put you in charge because you've got a much higher skill. Let's just push forward then, we're travelling to Milan. Right, we've got one piece of mail. Pre-news gossip, not interested in that. Right, so you need more mediums. And then you want softs. And then you want more softs and some mediums. You are slightly better now because you've got that new brakes, so you're going to have better tyre wear, so that's going to be a little bit better for you. So you've both got new sets of brakes, so that's hopefully going to make us perform a little bit better. We weren't bad at all last race, to be honest with you. We do need to improve the reliability of some of our better parts as well. I mean, that new rear wing I'm currently building is going to be awesome for next season. If we get the performance, everything built up on that, it's going to be a massive upgrade for us. And I think that's the sort of way I want to get. I want to get slight upgrades on the car this season, and then get some, when you get to the more expensive parts, just go a bit over the top, you know. Get some real cool stuff on the go. Get some expensive parts that are going to break all the rules, but if we use them next season, we'll be fine. I just want to move your downforce into there. That's fine. Yep, and then I want to move your downforce into there as well. There we go, and then we'll simulate the practice session once again, because I can't be bothered with practice. Last practice session was a bit iffy, because it was difficult to even find out what was going on, because of the weather kept changing all the time, didn't it? So Cohen's 15th position, which ain't too bad. Now it's raining. Great. It's raining again. I don't mind it so much when it rains in practice because it means we are able to not use too many sets of our tyres. Looks like that's going to be it. Cohen's gone out on a set of softs now as well. 13th. It's not bad. 13th and 17th, I'll settle for that. Whether that was realistic because of the weather and some people not get a decent lap, I'm not sure. But either way, I'll take 13th. Right. The Australians dominating. First and second. Right, now let's get into quali to see how the cars are set up as well. Hopefully we're looking okay. Auto pick. We don't need wet tyres, do we? Because we're not going to be using wet tyres. So let's go soft tyres. Soft tyres and qualifying trim. We'll do one. Let's do. Oh no, we'll do that for the race. Sorry, we'll do qualifying trim now. Car setup. You're not happy. Your gear ratio, you need your speed balance better. Your downforce apparently is great, but it's not actually in the recommended engineers bar, so we're going to put it there, right on the edge. Hopefully that'll do it. Tyre choice, we'll get you on the softs. Okay, cancel that because I've not done yours yet. Because your handling is completely wrong. Your speed balance isn't great, and your downforce isn't great. So everything about your setup was wrong. Let's go tyre choice. Let's go softs. You've already used 2 sets of softs. Bloody hell. You don't use softs in the race, do you? Because you're using too much. We'll get you a pair of pre-used softs for this, I think. Let's just simulate qualifying. We don't need to do it, do we? The only reason I like to do it is because they end up using up all my tyres. It's raining again. Well, we're stuck with what we've got then. 16th and 20th. It's not terrible. 16th and 20th. Not terrible at all. Right then, Milan Grand Prix. We're ready to go. How is our setup now? Was that better, what I just did? Or is it raining again? Or is that just a bit of glitch in the... Yeah, just a bit of glitchiness. Right, it's going to be okay weather-wise up until about lap 10 that we can see. So let's do these. We want... race trim, and do we want light-footed or do we want soft tyres? I'm gonna go light-footed and just get the soft tyres to last longer. And then with you, we're gonna go race trim and soft tyres. Right, sorry about that. Someone knocked on my door just before the race began. Right, at least they did it before the race started and not during the race. Right, I think we're setup's pretty good. Your speed balance slightly out. Apart from that, you're pretty happy with your setup so far, though. I've done pretty well there, haven't I, really? Let's give you slightly more top speed, maybe? We're just there, I think. Not too much of a change. You're going to get 12 to 14, or you're going to get 13. At least you're a bit more consistent this time. The problem is we've used a lot of your tyres during practice and so forth. So we'll put you on a set of softs to start the race with. Give you slightly less because you're only going to get 12 to 14 laps. We'll give you 14 just in case. That should be okay. And then yourself, you're pretty happy with your setup. I don't really want to change it too much because you're at 94%. You're going to get 14 to 16, or you're going to get 14 to 16. So we might as well put you on softs as well. Fuel options. We'll leave you on the 16 because you could get 16 laps out of this. Okay. And we're going to do that. Okay. Right, let's get the race begun here. Live from Milan. Right, 16th and 20th, the start. We're going to give Cohen a push and high start. Just to try and get a few positions off the bat. I'm going to turn the volume down as I nearly burst my eardrums. To come barreling down. It's a long straight, this one, isn't it? Barreling down to the first corner. Cohen in 16th, but still with the pack. It's very condensed here, up into 15th. It's going to curve round to 4th. No, he's been 15th, okay. I thought he was in 15th, got 14th. He's lost another position. Okay. So our problem is going to be the fact that we haven't got a lot of sets of soft tyres. That's going to be our one problem here, I think, today. Yeah, every time, whenever I let the computer do the practice and the qualifying, they just use all your tyres. Look at the speed, though, that Cohen is picking up. Now we've got a couple of positions. We're going to go back to medium and medium. We don't want to push too hard. Sargent's just got himself a position up to 22nd, which is not that impressive, to be honest. But Embry's not got as good a car as Cohen. Tyre wears looking okay for the pair of them. We're on lap 4. We want to try and get to around about 12 or 13 for both cars, really, if we can. That's the ideal anyway. Cohen's hold on to 14th position nicely, which is good. You can definitely see the cars with the soft tyres doing better than the cars with the mediums. And Sargent gets himself another position and then makes a mistake and loses that position. Also mean he's going to wear his tyres out a bit quicker when he makes those sort of mistakes. Cohen makes it through. He's in 14th. He's under a bit of pressure from Cox behind him, who is on medium tyres, so he should be better off than Cox, but he will go for a longer... Well, he should go for a longer first stint, but his tyres are actually in a worse condition than ours. So maybe Cox is going to have to do a shorter first stint, maybe. It's a bit interesting how his tyre wear is not very good. Something we'll have to look at. Once our car gets better, I mean, I go heavily on the improvability every season just to try and get our car as quick as it possibly can be, but maybe when our car is a bit more competitive, we need to concentrate more on potentially looking at tyre wear and fuel efficiency and things like that, especially now we're refueling throughout the race. I mean, if we can get away with doing less pit stops, it's going to be great, isn't it? Right, we're on lap 9. Cohen's now pulling away from Cox, whose tyres, I think, have hit that sort of wall where he's losing a lot of control. Sargent's tyres look like he's going to have to pit pretty soon. I'd like to do another lap with him if I can. He's on his way around now, so this will be the end of lap 10 for Sargent. So it looks like it's going to be another 3-stop strategy, 10, 20, 30, I think. So we'll pit you. So you could go for another set of softs. Okay, we'll put you on a set of mediums for the middle stint, and then possibly we can finish you on a set of softs. So we're going to have to give you... I think we're going to have to really fill you up, actually, because this is going to be a longer stint for you. So we'll do that. Okay, that's you done then. And then Cohen, hopefully he'll get another lap out of these softs. And then maybe we could... Well, he's getting the same amount of softs and mediums, Cohen, isn't he? So hopefully we can put him on more softs straight after. He's still in 14th. We're going for the pit stop now with Sargent. There's a few of the back markers pitting here. We might be a bit longer because we are refueling further. We are going a longer stint here for Sargent. Going to try and push towards the 30 lap mark. I don't think we're going to make it. But if we can make this a 2-stopper rather than a 3-stopper, that's going to help Sargent a lot. He is bottom of the pack right now. Cohen's still doing okay. I think it's going to be time for Cohen to pit this lap, though. So we're going to sit on another set of softs. We're going to fuel him up. Again, I think another 14 laps worth. And we'll do that the next time round. There is pits now for the cars at the front, so that's going to be the plan. And Cohen is perfectly in time to come around here and pit. His tyres have just worn down to 30% and he's straight in now. Good. Go on, get those jacks up. I think our pit stops are pretty slow compared to some of the others around, which I think is one of our big problems. Oh, Lafty has crashed. Is that going to be a safety car? Don't think it is going to be a safety car by the looks of it. It looks like it's just going to be a yellow flag, which is good because it would have annoyed me if that was a safety car because literally we'd just come out of the pits. But it is going to gain us a position, which is nice. Hopefully get Cohen towards those championship points. It'd be nice to get a point here this season. We're going to try and get a few this year if we can. I'm not going to go too heavy on the upgrades for this season, though. Like I said previously, I'm going to build a lot of the more expensive upgrades are going to be the ones with the risk factors on, which we'll save for next season. But we will upgrade the car slightly this season, don't get me wrong. So Cox now on a set of softs again. His softs are worn down quicker than ours. I don't really want to push harder. I mean, we could push harder. If we do, we're going to have to pit a bit more often, and Cox is struggling here, so maybe our Florsch has just steamed past Cohen. But I'm trying to be a bit more conservative. I mean, we probably could burn some more fuel and go a bit more heavy now, but I don't want to have to pit too often. Sargent up to 21st. Everyone's on softs now, apart from Sargent, who's on mediums. And Pipo Durrani has crashed. Is that going to be... No, that's a yellow flag as well. Okay, but that's another car quite close to the front that's crashed out. Which again is going to be another position for us, hopefully. If we can sneak a 10th position here, we can get ourselves a point. So Cohen drops to 15th but gets up to 14th because of going past Peroni, whatever his name was. I feel like this is going to have to be... I don't know. How's Sargent doing? I don't know if he's going to be able to survive another... I mean, if he survives another 5 laps, Sargent could potentially only pit once again. Go on, Cohen. There he goes. Cruising straight past Cox. Up into 13th position. Sort of hoping there's going to be a safety car soon. It's my real hope, that is. Right, so we've got Florsch ahead of us. There's a big gap between Cohen and Sargent, isn't there? I think Sargent's going to have to pit pretty soon, aren't you? Another set of mediums and finish on a set of these softs, I think. So we'll do that. 13 to 15 laps. I mean, you're not far away actually from finishing the race, are you? Okay. If we can just survive a couple more laps with you, Sargent. I mean, 2 or 3 more laps. We might, because you have been lapped as well, remember. So you might be able to get to a point where... So you're on lap 21 of your race. So you're going to have to do less laps than everyone else anyway. So this is lap 23, technically. Okay. So Sargent, if you can do another lap after this, then we can put you on a set of mediums to finish the race rather than doing another 2 stops. Same with Cohen. If you can make these tyres last... I was considering having to do a free stopper here, like lap 10, lap 20, lap 30, but this middle stint is doing us pretty well on both cars, to be honest. The Sargent is struggling now. He's just gone past now, so I think we can probably go for this now. It's going to be tricky to get to the end of the... Oh no, it should be alright to get to the end of the race. We've got 13 laps remaining, so I can give you... There you go, 12.91 laps of fuel. Do we want to... Well, we could repair a part. I mean... It's 8.6 seconds. What's that? That's another 17. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the brakes repaired. Because it's going to be done while we're refilling fuel anyway. And hopefully then that'll get Sargent to the end of the race. Cohen, on the other hand, you've got... See, you've only got a set of mediums left, Cohen, so I don't want to bring you in too early. Okay, there's a drive-through penalty for one of the guys. It's Cohen slides straight past. Right, so the tyres go on, and then as we're refueling, the brakes get repaired, so it actually works out pretty well. So that should hopefully get Sargent now to the end of the race. That's the plan. Cohen, we want to bring you in? I mean, people are making pits. We're going to start losing time on people, aren't we? So we probably do want to make that pit at some point soon. Just let you get past one more lap. There we go. Okay. So could we try and finish off on... Let's do one more lap, but then we'll finish off on this bit of soft, so we haven't got to go mediums then. And hopefully that will speed us up a bit, because the medium tyres are not quite as fast as the soft tyres, so we can get one more lap out of them. Oh, your engine. Okay. Oh, that's not ideal, is it? Having to repair the engine. That's going to take an extra chunk of time. There's 10 laps remaining. We'll give you 11 laps of fuel just in case. We're going to have to repair the engine, which is going to take 17 seconds. We should probably repair these as well, but we can't. We haven't got the time. We want to try and sneak a 10th position. I think we're going to struggle to get 10th position now anyway with this engine repair, because it's going to take a massive chunk of time out of our time. Tyres done, engine being repaired. So it's only a few extra seconds from... Well, we're still come out in 13th, 14th position. And there's a couple of headers who haven't pitted yet, so maybe we might be able to get to the end on this. I mean, I could push hard on the driving style, but I don't really want to risk it too much, just in case we end up damaging more parts. There's 8 laps remaining, and hopefully both the cars now will get to the end on this. We need to try and find 4 positions to try and get ourselves a point. I don't think that's going to happen here unless there's a few more accidents, because we're 7 seconds behind Cox. Although their tyres should wear quicker than ours, so you never know. Florsch's tyres are slower tyres, but we're a long way away from Florsch. A long way away. I think we're going to have to just settle with the fact we're going to get 14th. Sargent goes up to 20th. Cohen's struggling with his brakes now as well. Surprise, surprise. Well, Cohen is catching Cox at an alarmingly quick rate here. But then we have to slow down to let those bloody cars lap him past, and we lose up. That's about 4 seconds slowing down there. But they're going to have to slow down as well, so just keep at the back of them. And hopefully you can ease past as they ease past. There is a crash. Okay, it's one of the cars behind us, I don't want the cars in front of us, which is a bit of a shame. It's going to help Sargent out though. Sargent's going to get up another position. Yeah, we keep having to slow down for the cars behind, and it's just ruining us. Unless Cox is going to have to pit again. I don't think he's going to pit again with 3 laps remaining, but you've got excess fuel and you've got enough tyre wear, so let's let you push for the last few laps and just see if you can sneak yourself that 13th position. 7 seconds away. Sargent's up to 18th now, and I think he's very much stuck at 18th here by the looks of it. Can't see him going any further forward or backwards at this point in time, to be honest. Worn tyres for Sargent. Should be right. You've only got a lap left, mate. Cohen does get past Cox. Ignore that, because we've only got a lap remaining. Cohen's past Cox. There's no point in pushing too hard because the cars in front are a mile ahead. There's a mechanical issue for Maximilian Gunther. Is he ahead of us? No, he's behind us. He's ahead of Sargent though, so maybe Sargent can catch him up. I think Sargent is catching him up actually, but it's the last lap, so I don't know whether he's going to get past him or not. Poor Sargent. I don't think he's going to catch him in time. He's catching him at an alarming rate, but no, he's finished. Okay, so Cohen is going to get himself 13th position. Not bad at all. 13th, we'll take that. Not too shabby at all. Like the pun, Cohen, like it. Not a championship point, but it's a good finish for us, and hopefully we'll do pretty well. It will still work. I mean, we won't get a point, but it'll go for us in the Constructors' Championship. So we'll be a bit higher up. I feel like we're not going to finish bottom anymore. I feel like 10th or 11th. Hopefully, as we continue to improve the car, that will get better and better. Right, scrutineering the cars. We shouldn't have any problems because we've not put any of our dodgy upgrades on the car. There we go. No rules have been broken. Any punishments for anyone? No, nothing for anyone else. Okay, so we've got a 13th and 18th. Not bad at all. So Cohen sits in 15th in the World Championship. Sargent in 21st, which puts us 8th in the World Championships. We are the highest non-scoring team at this point in time. 8th in the championship. That's not too bad at all. Right, let's keep pushing on then. See what happened in the other formulas. Formula 1, 2. That's the plan anyway. Right, so what happened with our drivers? Did you get anything? So you got top 15 result, which gives you -5 marketability. Okay. That's not very good, is it? We're getting boosts with the guys there. Marketability went down. Okay. Lost another 2.6 million. Wow, we are losing a lot of money this season. I might have to cut back on the upgrades here, you know, as well. Okay, Cohen, 15th position. We saw that. Campbell also got fast lap, which gives another 2 points. He's top of the championship. Power in second. So again, the Australians dominated this weekend. And there we go. That is the end of the Milan race weekend. I am worried now about the amount of money that we are losing per race, because we've got 13 million, we've got 8 races left, and we're losing 2 million per race, which means we're going to be short by £3 million at the end of the season. So we're going to have to look at sponsorships, see if we can get some money in that way. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like, and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.